Hello folks, welcome back. Monday today. I didn't do a video on Friday. It's just one of those days really where we just didn't really have a lot really worthy to put on a video going on. It's very much a sort of bitty day of just this and that. So Monday afternoon. What difference a few days makes. Raining, windy and horrible. And the car park is absolutely rammed. We had a lot of cars arrive on Saturday, as you can see. Right, let me see if I can start working through what we've got going on. So this one here, that's just in for some paintwork, front and rear bumpers, mirrors I think. RVLT, what is that one in for? Don't know, can't remember. That one is having loads of welding, seals, front to back, the lot. We're just waiting for the go ahead on that, and that will be later in the week. Ashley's due to work on that. Courtesy car's back for the moment. This one, that's coming. So this is one of the problems we come up against actually. This is coming for some servicing work and an MOT, and has failed on the MOT for rust on both seals. So we're going to somehow have to try and squeeze that in, which isn't easy. This one's got rear seals and arches. It's got a power steering leak, as you can see, a bit rainbowy on the floor there, and a few other little bits and bobs. That one was the one that came in last week, or the week before I think, with an MOT, and we ended up doing seals. We also now might be doing chassis rails as well, if we get time. This one here is another windscreen surround, not down there though, it's up here. So I think Ash is due to get on this one next, get the screen out, have a look. We will obviously check down there and make sure there's no problems. This is Ollie's car. He's our parts guy. He's looking after trying to look after our website and get up to date with it, because I don't have any time to do it anymore. Too busy doing other stuff. This one's one we took in part exchange. I will get that on the website, but we've got that up for that figure at the time of doing this video. Won't be coming with a hardtop though. But if anyone's interested in that, give us a call. Hopefully by the time this video goes out, it might still be here. Let's go. Oh, that's our RS, look. It's out from under its cover and getting wet. Poor thing. There's a reason for that though, which I'll go through in a minute. Let's go and see what everyone is doing. So this is part of the reason the RS has been under there. And one of Ollie's jobs is to sort out our storage and everything upstairs, because it's always been a bit of a disaster. So hopefully we'll get that a bit better now. See how Roy's getting on. His move, this one, and we was working on last week before you started working on a few other things, didn't you? At the end of last week. Can't remember what now, but there was a few other bits and bobs that needed sorting out. So yeah. Moving on to the front seals on this one now.
Yeah, it's front seals on this one now. We saw them obviously before, obviously all rotted through, mainly due to crud being built up behind the wings, and this is what happens. It's actually really solid under here, so we know it's not rotting from the inside out. It's just purely from the outside.
I'll get in there and get a closer look at that.
You can.
So yeah, so as Roy says, basically there's a drain up here for around the bonnet, and it comes through and normally brings whatever crap with it under here, and then just sits on top of that, rusts out the wing and the seal. What are the wings like on this?
They're pretty cruddy.
Are we replacing them all?
No.
Okay.
No, we're just putting the old ones back on. I think he wants to see.
They're not rotted through though, are they?
No, not completely.
You found?
Ooh, nasty.
Oh yeah.
It's a very big nasty.
Yeah. I'll talk to the customer about that as well.
Yes.
And this side, or both sides, you've got the rear skin on now.
Yeah, both sides rear skin on. Full panel seals.
I can't remember what this looked like in the last video, but
I think it was literally just outer skins to go on.
I had a phone call the other day from someone who had got his welding repair done somewhere else and then wanted advice from us. But he was saying about, should this be welded all the way around? No, they're plug welded. Well, originally they're spot welded. They're plug welded, and you should feel a seam all the way down and along there. We do tend to seal it up a bit under there though. That's for rust protection purposes going forward. Sill end plate, rear box section. Sorry if that's a bit dark. All right, Roy.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. Ashley was also doing lots of bits and bobs Friday, because everyone was, just to get some cars out. This is one we're doing chassis rails on it. Actually just finishing them up, and then it's a full under seal and some mechanical works for the MOT. Got an ABS light on, and what was the other thing?
Yeah, sticky brake caliper.
Oh, okay.
Got some rust in here,
Oh yeah, this is something we come up against from time to time on the chassis rail repairs. Camera in the right place. So yeah, it's gone a bit there as well, so we'll have to deal with that as well. It's a bit of a funny one because it is only sheet metal. It's not really structural, but because it's within 30 centimetres, it fails. So we will have to deal with both of those that side as well. That's why this has been a bit more stripped out than normal for chassis rail repair. Alright, Ash. You right in there, Chris? Daft fader.
Yeah. I was doing some welding earlier on, but you got distracted by a customer.
That's the mask that was kindly provided by a viewer, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I have been using it.
Okay.
Oh, the gloves.
Oh, the gloves.
The gloves as well. That's where I was going with that.
Nice gloves. This one, we did loads of work on this car during the first lockdown. Oh,
Yeah,
you still got more to say about that?
Well, yeah, just say thanks for the.
Yeah, it was nice.
It's actually a nice welding hat. I've ditched my old
Really?
Yobbo one, which I didn't want that for it because I needed
That's
new
what was
welding for
available,
it, and
yeah.
I am now going to be using this one. Yeah, it's
Cool.
actually quite nice. It's alright. And he supplies us with some.
How are you finding the gloves?
Excessive for what I'm doing right now, but I only put them on just to obviously. But I had them on to help Grant do something. But yeah, thanks anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, this one, we did loads of work during the towards the end of the first lockdown. It probably appeared in some of our what's going on in the workshop videos. Customer unfortunately had a bad experience with where they were trying to get it repaired and ended up taking it out there and bringing it to us, but we did.
Is this the one with the young kiddie that his mud flaps fell off on the tow truck coming to us?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, the funny story with that is the car came to us on a truck and
Half disassembled.
half disassembled and only I think had one mud flap on.
I think it had one in each opposite corner, didn't it?
And that's how it arrived to us. So obviously we'd done a load of work, and then when he come to pick up, he was like, "Where's my mud flaps?" We're like, "Well, there was just two on the car, so we just, that was it." But I think two of them fell off in transit on the way to us.
Well, that's the only explanation we've got for it, because if they were here, this is quite
Would have been
a
done.
rare colour, and we would see them somewhere.
They
So
weren't in the workshop.
Yeah.
No, they definitely came off, or they weren't on the
Yeah.
truck or whatever. But we sorted them out for him, didn't we? In the end.
But this car,
Thanks.
if I remember rightly, it had quite extensive work to rear seals and arches,
Yeah. Yeah, it was
and I think it had new front wings. Did we fit these? I think you fitted these seat covers, didn't you? Not the plastic one that's on top of the seat now.
Yeah, no, I did actually just fit
Did you
this,
just fit that this morning?
I did actually fit that a minute ago.
Yeah. Good. Well, good job.
Yeah,
I think you
thought it
did. I think you put these grey covers on.
was. You sure?
We did it. Whether
I-
we took it to the upholstery guy or not.
Yeah, I think I might have gone to do it because we didn't have the
Didn't
tool
have
to
our
do
hog
it.
rings all in, did we?
We didn't have a hog ring tool now, but we do now, and we got loads of hog rings as well. So,
But anyway, I guess you're
Yeah.
wondering what's about. We're doing some airbag
doing
work
some
in there.
trickery work
Yeah.
in there.
So at the time, he had obviously I think he had both sides painted, but now we're doing, because there's a slight colour match difference. Actually, it looks a lot worse than that. I'm just looking at it on the camera screen now. It looks a lot worse than there than it does in reality.
Always shows up more in the workshop as well,
Yeah.
with the lighting and everything else.
So
and the camera.
we're just doing the bits to sort of make that look better now. So that this is being painted, rear scuttle's being painted, bonnet, headlight lids.
Yeah.
I think that's it, isn't it? And
It is-
unfortunately, once that's sorted out, it's been knocked
There's
since it left us.
an exhaust rattle, and I had to inform him that his muffler is blowing.
Oh, okay. You're making me walk backwards fast again.
So I've checked it over.
Oh yeah.
It's blowing throughout there.
Okay. So
we
new
put-
exhaust then.
Yeah, put another exhaust on it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. So hopefully, I think this is hoping to come back from paint to go out the weekend.
That'll be good. Roof if they arrive as well.
Yeah, shortage of stock on them as well.
Sure. Yep. But I'm assured they'll arrive this week. I was also assured they'll arrive last week. But... Cheers, Chris. Grant's back on the VR Limited Combination B. You all right, Grant?
YouTubers?
Do we talk about your bonnet trickery?
Yeah.
So Grant's new to us, or new to MX5s, and sometimes the order sequence of things coming together and going apart catches him out from time to time. So this was quite a funny one this morning when he went to put the bonnet back on. After having already put the whole front of the car and the wings back on.
I literally, so we needed the bonnet moved from where it's been. So I said, God, might as well put the bonnet on. And yeah, so Grant removed the hinges, obviously not from the bonnet because he was putting them off, but one of those things out of sight, out of mind. He bolted everything up. And we were like, you might need to undo that.
So because Grant was doing all the windscreen surround repairs, the hinges can unbolt from there or underneath the wing, right in there. It was at the point of putting the bonnet back on again, we discovered Grant had unbolted them from there, but the wings were already back on the car, so
everything was all buttoned up.
we did have a chuckle.
But lesson learned, it won't happen again. Well, till next time anyway.
Yeah, so we're nearly done on this now, aren't we?
I know.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'm an ace at putting wings on and off. Anyway, do that in no time at all.
So yeah, windscreen surrounds are all done, new windscreens in. We're hoping new door top mouldings and windscreen scuffs are going to arrive soon. And that's more or less buttoned up. We were trying to get some spacers, because the customer wanted spacers, but I can't seem to get hold of them at the moment. So, like a lot of things, supply issues. Right, Grant?
Yeah. Laters.
Alright. That's that then. So we'll see how everyone's got on tomorrow, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.